In this video, I'm going to be going through the best and the fastest way to get money in Erlc in 2022. If you do enjoy this video, please do drop a like. Make sure you check out all of my other socials from the link in the description. Share this video with all of your friends, but let's get straight into it. Okay, so I'm going to give you a full rundown of everything you need to do right from spawning in your car all the way until you've completed all of the robberies. So the first thing you want to do is ensure that like your top 4 or 5 best cars are all fully repaired. Now for most of you won't have like the top 3 or 4 5 best cars in the game, so just get your top 3 best cars. Like it might be, I don't know, the Lamborghini, then it might be the Audi, whatever that is, or the BMW X5. It could be that, for example. So just make sure all of your cars are repaired and have fuel before you begin. And then what you want to do is spawn in the fastest car you own or the car that you prefer driving most and head straight to the tool store. Whilst you're going there, try not to run too many red lights because you don't want to get wanted. And then once you're there, if you just run inside, you want to grab every single tool here. You do not need the baseball bat, the hammer or the knife, but you will need the RFID disruptor, the lockpick, the drill, and that's all. But you can get the scanner if you want as well, but you won't really need that, to be honest. Now another thing you can do is you can get a gun. However, I don't really recommend it because it's a lot of money. If you get arrested, you lose it, and you don't really get much money if you shoot anyone anyway, so it's not really worth it. But if you want to get a gun, you can. Then the first place you want to head straight from the tool store is over here to this housing suburb area just here. This one is really good. It's hidden away from everywhere else, and it's generally just an easy place because it's close to the tool store as well. So if you lose your lockpick, you can always go back and get another one. Then you want to press E. You want to try and do this. This one is mainly luck. If you get fast ones at the start, then it'll be a lot easier for you, and then if you get slow ones at the end, then it will be easier as well. So I think I might be able to do this one. Yeah, so I can do this one. Then obviously once you're in here, grab all of the money, blah 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 blah. If it's a safe, then good luck because that's very difficult. I'd find the safes difficult. I've never really done them too much because they're quite rare and it's quite hard to learn because you just have to rob so many houses. But once you've got all of your money, run outside and then get back in your car, and you want to drive straight over to the jewelry store, which is fairly close to it, to be honest. You want to make sure you try and avoid all the cops. Now what you want to do is park your car up here around the back, just here. Your car shouldn't be smoking like mine. I'm just a really bad driver. Jump on your car, jump on the roof. There you go, then you're sorted. You can make sure no cops are here, then run inside. Now the reason you park your car around the back is because no cops can actually see your car is at the front, and no one really looks behind anyway, so it's a lot better this way, and obviously you don't face the risk of someone seeing your car and just being like, oh, he's obviously robbing the jewelry store. Make sure you do this in a public server, by the way, because obviously progress does not save in private servers. But once you're here, walk up to one of these things, press E, and then spam click. Don't spam click too fast because obviously if you spam click too fast or you hold left click, then it will kind of go like that. So just, you know, click a few times, try and keep it in the middle as you can. This jewelry store one is really easy, to be honest. Now my other tip is also make sure that you are in a public server with a low amount of players. Now what you want to do to do that is go to the Emergency Response Liberty County homepage, so go right down to the bottom, and then if you have, I think it's like better Roblox or something, then you can press this and it will take you right to the end of the servers. It will take you all the way along, so if you just press this arrow a few times until you actually get to the servers that they're right, it will refresh on one of the pages. Obviously there we go, so you can see there's servers here with literally one person in. So once you're in there, obviously you can do all of this. It's basically like a public server, except it's basically like a private server, except it is a public server, so all of your data saves. But yeah, if the server is small and no cops actually come, you can rob it again by doing that. Once you finish robbing it, if you just run out here, run up to this ATM just here, jump on, and then jump on the roof like that. And it's a quicker way to get back to your vehicle. You can obviously run around if you want, but it's a quicker way to get back to your vehicle if you just jump on the roof. There you go. Then once you're there, what you want to do is head straight over to the ATM. Now you can either do the ATM at the shopping outlet just there if there's no cops there, or you can come to this one and do it here, or obviously at the farms or anywhere where you want to do an ATM. Just don't do it at the one like right next to the parking lot because that is so obvious. Park your car in like this kind of area so no one can really see it. Walk up to here, press E to use the ATM, then here click to insert RFID disruptor. If this doesn't show up but you have an RFID disruptor on you, then just like make sure you don't have it equipped, or just like keep changing it and then pressing E and it should come up eventually. So click this and then it will bring you with this. So you have 55 seconds or 60 seconds in total, and you need to select the code. So for me it's FFC. It will be different for all of you, and you can see it here. So when it's highlighted, what you want to do is you want to left click just like that. If you fail, it will make like a beep beep sound like it just did and flash red. If you click it correctly, it will make a ding sound and then change the numbers. You can see all the numbers you'll have at the bottom. If it's one like this, it should be kind of easy because it's right on the end, even though I just failed. But you could see how that works, and sometimes you'll get it, sometimes you won't. It's quite difficult, but you learn it over time and it gets a lot easier. Then what you want to do once you've done that is you can either go and try and rob the bank if you want to. However, you need to be in a mafia and you need to have all that sorted out, and to be honest, it's very difficult. It gets split between each of you. You don't get that much money from it, and it's very hard to do in itself, and you also need a gun. So my personal recommendation is don't use the bank if you're literally just trying to gain money. I know when people, you know, wanted a bank in Erlc, they'd be like, new best way to get money, but to be honest, it's not. With this method, you don't need a gun, so that's like $2,000 saved, whereas if you are going to rob the bank, you will need a gun. Obviously you'll need a team of like 3 or 4 people really to actually get any money from it, so it's not really worth it in my opinion, but obviously you can do that after this if you want. Then what you want to do, by the time you've done that, you should be all good to go back to the tool store, get your lockpick, get a new RFID disruptor, get a new drill, whatever you might need, although your drill should be fine really because you have 4 attempts when you actually like do it. So you can come back here, then once you get your lockpick and stuff, go straight back to the house that we did at the start. You should be able to rob it again as the timer is up, and then continue that process, and then you will get loads and loads of money really easily. Now obviously that's a tutorial on basically how to get it on the civilian team, but you have to remember that you will also just get money by playing the game normally. At various points throughout that video, you probably saw that at the top of my screen I was just making like $1,000 like every kind of 20 minutes or so, because I think that's how much it is. It's either like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I don't know, but you can see that I just make about 1k just by doing that and playing the game, and that's the same on any team. And you have to remember that on every single team you will make money, so whether that be the police team, the sheriff team, the firefighter team, the DOT team, and just by the civilian team, you will always make money no matter what you're doing. Even if you're role playing, you'll still make money. Now the way I showed you was the criminal way, and that does get you the most money. However, if you want to do it in a more roleplay fashion, then obviously you can join all of the other teams as well. So I hope this video helped you. If it did, make sure you drop a like on the video. Also, please subscribe and share it to your friends. Share it to anyone who you think this would be helpful to. And make sure you check out all of my other stuff from the description. My Roblox group, Discord server, my TikTok, I upload quite a lot on there, my Twitter and my Instagram. But thank you all very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye! Yeah!